You were just listening in there here on Live Now from Fox. I'm Andy Mack. Thank you so much for joining us. Of course, following all the latest developments from the Pentagon on this latest developments as well. They're talking a lot about the potential airstrike there. We're getting new information right here on Live Now from Fox about that, about the reports of it, the investigation on the Israeli side, and also statements from both sides. I do want to put up just this statement as we're learning right now that the president of Palestine, Mahmoud Abbas, has canceled his meeting with Biden. This, according to the Associated Press, of course, just a day ahead of this trip there to that region for the president, as a senior Palestinian official says that the President Mahmoud Abbas has canceled his participation in the meeting scheduled for Wednesday with President Joe Biden and Mid-East leaders. Abbas was scheduled to join Jordan's King, Egyptian's president, at Wednesday's summit in Jordan when they were there to discuss the ongoing war in Israel. But the senior official said Abbas was withdrawing to protest an alleged Israeli airstrike on a hospital in Gaza that Hamas officials say killed over 500 people. So that is just some of the developments here on Live Now from Fox that we're following around this. And we do have just a little bit of video there coming in potentially from this scene, from this hospital. I do want to just put it up here on Live Now from Fox, is of course learning more about potentially what happened here. That's what we're trying to piece together. Of course, the Gaza Health Ministry said an Israeli airstrike Tuesday hit a Gaza City hospital packed with wounded and other Palestinians seeking shelter, killing hundreds. If confirmed, the attack would be by far the deadliest Israeli airstrike in those 5 years since the fights have begun. But you just see some of those images there, as you can see some of the devastation, the darkness there at this hospital. You can see the sign above it does say hospital. So that is the scene there that we're getting in here on our Fox team. I do want to put up just some posts here from Trey Yingst as well, saying Palestinians say the Israelis hit a hospital in Gaza where hundreds were sheltering. Sources say there's a mass casualty situation. We're gathering details now. He says in the following post, the region is on the brink of a much larger war. Every piece of info must be critically analyzed. Yes, I've seen the videos from the hospital and the ones claiming it's a misfire. Hamas officials tell us that it was an Israeli strike. The Israelis tell us they are investigating. And of course, Trey Yingst getting some statements from both sides. The IDF, the defense forces there on the Israeli side, saying a hospital is a highly sensitive building and is not an IDF target. The IDF is investigating the source of the explosion and, like always, is prioritizing accuracy and reliability. On the other side, Hamas, in a statement to Fox, the hospital massacre in the Gaza Strip is a crime of genocide. So those are two very different statements coming out of that region right now as we're continuing to follow a potential airstrike there here on Live Now from Fox. Again, I do want to put up just some of these images there from that scene that we're getting in, courtesy of our Fox team and all the reporters on the ground in that region. So certainly several hospitals in Gaza, they have become places of refuge for hundreds of people, hoping they would be spared bombardment after Israel ordered all residents of the city and surrounding areas to evacuate to the southern Gaza Strip. All right, I'm Andy Mack here on Live Now from Fox. Let's slide away for a quick 2-minute break.